Hey guys, it's Cartney, and I filmed this video like 5 times, so I'm hoping it doesn't stop recording like it has been. I'm here today with a story time video, and I hope you guys enjoy this. I know I've been doing a lot of sit-down videos, but I've been just having trouble finding time with school and work to find time to edit and do videos and everything, and I feel really bad about that, but it's just the truth. As you can tell by the title of this video, it is about when I got into 2 accidents in one night in about a 20-minute period. The night started where I was out with Andy. Like I said, a lot of crazy stuff has happened with Andy, so I have more stories if you want to hear them. We were trying to figure out what the heck we should do because we always have trouble like finding things to do later at night because it was like 9 o'clock. And so we decided to go to a park by his house because we thought, hey, it's pretty, it's chill, we could just walk around, go on the swings if we want to. There's a tennis court there. We noticed that the lights were off, which meant that no one was there and we thought nothing of it, so we walked. And when we came back, we noticed that the lights were on. So we decided that we were gonna see who it was, which may sound really creepy and probably a bad idea because it could have been anyone, but we had to pass it anyways to leave, so we just looked, and it happened to be 2 of his friends, Christian and Bennett. And they were playing some weird games, so we snuck up on them. It turns out they were playing disc hockey, and the discs they had made out of paper plates and duct tape, and they ran out of duct tape, so it was only on the top of the paper plate. And then they were using a laundry basket that was on wheels as the goal, and it was really funny, and I was like, you guys are bored teenagers, aren't you? But we ended up playing with them, and it was really funny, and then Bennett didn't even know this, but his sister's bra ended up being in there, so that was really awkward, and they were like playing with it, and I was like, oh, this is weird. After that whole thing happened and we played with them and everything, we decided that we were gonna go to IHOP because why not go there? It was late at night and it's one of the only places that's open and breakfast food. So we went there. It was like a 3-minute drive, and we actually kind of like raced to see who could get there first, and we did not get there first, which sucked. Like, we all took different paths to see what was fastest, and we did not make it there first, sadly. And it was really funny because I'm pretty sure our waiter was like really stoned or something too, because he just seemed super out of it. Maybe he was just tired, but looked like he was stoned, and I was just like, what is this night? And then I ended up getting my food last, and all I got was a plate of mashed potatoes, which is the 2nd time that I've gotten my food last. They're just getting mashed potatoes, so maybe I shouldn't buy those anymore, but I just wasn't in the mood for anything else, and I didn't feel like paying for anything else. But it was really funny because all the guys were super exhausted, so they just kept laughing and laughing and laughing, and I love when people are just deliriously tired and get to a point where they can't control their laughter and stuff, because it's just so funny, and they end up just being so untamed and loose, and it's really cool and chill to see. And so the whole night was just really funny. So eventually we did leave, and it was about 12-ish probably. Yeah, it was around 12. So I took him home, and he lives about 3 minutes away, mind you, so it's not a far drive. So I noticed there was a truck driving behind me, and it seemed to be getting closer, but then it moved lanes, so I was like, okay, whatever. Well, all of a sudden I see its lights right in my rearview mirror, and I mean right there, and all of a sudden I feel a jolt. And I was like, what the heck? And I asked Andy, I was like, did that truck just hit me? And he's like, yes, it did. I've never been in a car accident, so I had no idea what to expect, and it was just super nerve-wracking, and I had no idea what to do. Wait a minute, I need to get this person's license plate. So I tried to speed forward, and my car is really tiny and it doesn't accelerate that fast, and this truck decided, hey, I don't want to be caught. Drove away, and they went into this neighborhood, and I wasn't gonna follow them because 1, I'm not gonna get a ticket for speeding, and 2, they could be really creepy, they could have a gun, anything you don't know, so I just didn't want to deal with it. So we went to a parking lot for a restaurant, and I stopped and I just checked my car to see if there's any damage. All that there seemed to be was like a dented license plate, which was really nice, but I was still freaked out. Never been in a car accident, like I said, and I was having like a panic attack, but Andy was really chill about it. He was like telling me to be calm. We had survived, we were lucky, the truck was gone, they're losers for leaving, I didn't have any damage to my car. So I was just really relieved about that, but I was still freaking out. I drove him home the minute drive that was left. I sat in his driveway just like freaking out and hyperventilating a little, but eventually I calmed down enough to drive home. So I'm driving home, and eventually I have to take this exit to get to the street that my house is on. So I took the exit, and I could see another truck coming, but this time it was like pretty far away, and I didn't really think much of it because there was a stoplight and everything anyways coming up. So I'm driving, and this truck is barreling down, and I mean, this truck was at least a good couple hundred feet behind. By the time I got onto the road, about 2 seconds later, it was right by me. So I tried my best to zoom forward, and like I said, my car is tiny, so it really doesn't like to do that. I'm zooming forward, and I kid you not, this truck was about this close to hitting me. This close. I was terrified. I had no idea what to do. I had just been hit by that other truck. I was like, what is this night? I hate my life, and I just started crying. That truck did end up exiting onto the highway, but before it did, it was so close to hitting me. Freaked out, and I live in an area where you're not supposed to be on your phone at all while you're driving. Like, it actually is illegal, and I never am anyways, but I was so freaked out that I just called Andy right away, and he was like, okay, calm down. But I was like hyperventilating while I was driving. I was like, what is this night? Why do I have this luck where I get hit by a truck and then almost get hit by another one? I'm in a tiny car. If that truck had hit me, I probably would have been dead or something. And I couldn't stop anywhere while I was driving because I had stopped at a gas station about that time of night once before, and this guy, I thought he was going to kidnap me. But that's another story that I could talk about in the future. But I was just so freaked out. Eventually though, I did get home, and I was like crying and panicking, hyperventilating, and I told my parents, and they were just really happy that I was safe and that there was like no damage to my car except the license plate. My dad was able to just bend it back. But that night taught me that you need to be really safe when you're driving and like really observant, because they always tell you to, but until you've actually experienced something like that, you don't know what you're gonna get yourself into. And it was terrifying. I hated it, and now I have the worst anxiety ever when I drive, and it sucks, but I do. And so anytime I drive now, I get super anxious. I don't like trucks driving by me. I will speed past them. Like, it's just really, really bad, and I hate driving now. But that is the story I have for you guys. What is this app that just started playing on my computer? So that is the story that I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you would like more storytime videos, let me know down below, and also give this video a thumbs up to tell me that you do. So without further ado, I will see you guys in my next video, which I hope is that haul and is a lot more edited than this. So in the meantime, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!